Hello everyone. I want to share a short word that I received this morning, and I typed it in my computer and I don't want to wait any longer, so I want to share it. It's titled, When We Expect a Loud Answer. So this morning I was reading 1 Kings chapter 19, and it spoke to my heart, in particularly verse 11, which caught not only my attention, but it also spoke to my heart as well. And I'm sure that it's going to speak to those who hear it as well. In verse 11, it speaks on how we expect God to answer us loudly enough for us to say, I physically heard him, rather than hear his soft, small voice in the spirit. Elijah was also waiting on God to speak loudly with perhaps a thundering voice. But it was not going to turn out like Elijah had been expecting. The Lord instructed Elijah to go to the mountain and wait for an answer. While he was there, a powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. Hold on, it gets more and more interesting. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. After the fire came a gentle whisper. Elijah heard it and paid reverence to God. What an amazing experience that must have been for Elijah. The same can be applicable to us for our lives. When everything and anything comes apart in our lives, God is testing us in the middle of the storm while there is roaring. The earth could be shaking beneath us. He is quiet and waits to see if we are focused on what's on the outside, the noise, and what is actually going on in our lives. Most likely we will focus on the challenges because they are loud enough to be noticed. And we may even question the fact that we don't hear from God, when in reality, it's the noise that is keeping us from hearing his whisper. God's still small voice can be heard as a whisper if we become still enough to hear it.